Good morning, people, and welcome to Your Morning Cup with Chuck, where I help you get inspired, educated, and motivated to a point where all you think is positive thoughts, baby, and positive thoughts create positive action. Welcome to the First Cup KC. This podcast is powered by Podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the First Cup KC. Today is our third episode, and we have Kyle Liebl with us today.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning, good sir. How are you? How was your weekend?
Oh, man, dude, it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I could have won a lotto. I mean, that thing's up. It's up. It's pretty high, man. It's pretty high. So, I guess if you don't gamble, if you don't play, you don't win.
Exactly.
So, I tried it. I don't hardly do it, but I tried it. And, of course, like every other result, I'm still a poor man. So,
I won $7 at one time.
Really?
That's all I ever
Man,
made.
that's great. That's awesome. Cause I think I won my ticket back.
I've done that a couple times.
So, today I want to start off by saying this is a good friend of mine. Kyle has worked on a couple of our trucks in the past for Luminous Technologies. Man, I'm telling you, in our field, in our line of work, having the type of service that you get from your vendors that you use, man, it really goes a long way. It really does, especially if they're people that you can really get along with and deal with. Because, man, I've dealt with a lot of companies that has done some repairs on a lot of our trucks in the past when I worked for other people. And talking about rude, this guy right here is amazing. Welcome, Kyle.
Thank you. Very good to be here.
Tell
Thank you for the
the
invite.
audience. Tell the audience a little bit about who you are.
Oh, man. My name's Kyle, 35 years old. Recently moved from a small town to the big city a couple months ago. I love it up here. It's great. Very, very, very big difference.
You say small town. How many people lived in that town?
I lived there so long, I don't know how many people, because it's the same town, 35 years.
Golly.
It's insane.
How far away is it from here?
Hour and a half, Warrensburg, Missouri.
Oh.
It's an hour south of KC.
Oh.
It's college town, party town. It isn't fun when you live there your whole life.
Well, see, I'm not going to say I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, but I lived there many years. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I grew up there many years. I lived in Lincoln for quite a bit of years, but same thing. College town, party town. It was a whole lot more people than probably in Warrensburg, but
Warrensburg's not small.
A lot of fun.
By no means, but it's not. It's way different than up here. Let's put it that way. What else about me? Like you and I connected through work. You're one of my good customers. We dealt with a lot of stuff, but we got her tackled. I appreciate your good comments, though. Lost my train of thought.
Oh yeah, we did get that taken care of, because at one point one of the parts that we were looking for was if it's either get that part or you don't have a truck no more.
And then the part we got was dented and busted and all sorts of screwy. But anyways, we connected on Facebook.
Right.
And I love what you're slinging. I read your posts every morning. I absolutely love it. I connect with that. I vibe with all of it. That's why I'm blessed to be here. I would have never thought I'd have been here. All of the positivity, the motivational stuff. It's amazing. I get a kick out of it every day. It is a good way. The only difference is I don't drink coffee. I drink a Monster every morning.
Right.
I love them. The stuff you post is amazing. That's why I'm glad I'm here.
With you sharing the posts, with you responding on the posts, with you interacting with those posts, other people are getting the opportunity to see something that they might have missed. And man, like I say, it's people like us. We don't get paid for giving out positive vibes.
Yeah, the best lessons in life we don't get paid for.
No, we don't.
That's not what it's for.
And that's not what it's for.
No.
So I get up every morning and I do what I do because somebody need to hear it. And I'm honest, man. That's my way of talking to myself too. It's a self-motivating thing. So a lot of people don't get that. But what makes Kyle, what makes you? Because you have a unique way of looking at things. And I've seen it because you posted something on my, you sent something to me a couple weeks ago that was pretty interesting. And I know it wasn't a sort of meditation, was it? But you have a unique way of seeing things. What makes you see things different than the average person?
Life experiences. I went through life. I'm not a religious person. I don't say that there's nothing out there, but I just wasn't raised like that. But I've always had this belief system, and through the power of my ex, which is why I think she came into my life, was to teach me this stuff, to show me this stuff. I always called her Morpheus off the Matrix. When he told Neo, I'm going to show you the door. You just have to grab a hold and walk through. That's what she did for me. I mean, the experience of everything that I've been through, and man, we could talk for days about the things I've seen, because I am a person, I have to see it to believe it, and I have seen a lot of wild, crazy stuff that made me believe it. But the positive, motivational, the stuff like that, once I finally learned the idea that if you stay motivated, you train the way your brain works, it's limitless. I mean, and I have proved that. Like, I mean, with my current position, I randomly just hit Indeed one day. I was mad at my last job, hit Indeed, seen a job, took a shower, pictured myself in this job. I didn't know what a service writer was, but I, pictured myself in this job and laid it. There's so many things that the brain, you can change, you can fix. You're always thinking, no, I can't. Like you posted the other day, I can't. The hell you can. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I have proved that.
Yeah. Time and time again, we do it every day. And a lot of us don't even realize it. We literally make things happen every day, and a lot of times it's subconsciously because you're so used to it. You automatically assume it's supposed to happen, so it happens. A strange concept, I've noticed that if you think about something long enough, it starts becoming. Let's just say it's a negative thought. Dude, that thoughts are real as hell, because you can look around this room and every single thing you see was a thought first. And that's how powerful thoughts are. So you're right, man. Think positive about it. There's no way it's not going to happen. You literally, only way it's not going to happen is if you truly believe in yourself. Oh, it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden you get close enough to it. Then you start doubting it and you lose it. So, man, I get it.
Manifest it. That's the word. Put the intention out there. You manifest it. It comes back to you every time. And if it doesn't, there's a life lesson. Yeah. That's anything bad that ever happens. It's just a lesson. Right. For whatever reason, that I don't know at the moment, I'll figure it out later.
So, what would you say is your most inspiring attribute? What inspires you to do the things that Kyle does?
I wake up every morning because I have a job that I love. I don't even call it a job; it's a career. I love my career. I love people. I am a very, very large people person. I can talk to anybody.
Yes, you can.
I thoroughly enjoy it. I wake up every morning to go do my job and come home and hang out with my son. I mean, I live my life every day for the greater good of what's going to come up the next day. Yeah. I live my life 2 days at a time. I love life. I used to hate life. I mean, the hell with life. I hated it. It was pointless to me. I didn't understand why. I didn't understand any of it. And then I learned. I walked through that door. And when you start looking around, like you say, everything in here is a thought, you sit down, you think about it all comes to you.
Yeah. It started coming, man. I learned through the books. I mean, I literally started reading and started watching the movie instead of watching Power. It's cool to watch, but it's not real. So you don't learn nothing from it. So I stopped. I actually sacrificed watching the fake reality stuff, and I started moving more towards the real reality stuff of people's real life actions, biographies, and I started watching the movies of their lives and stuff. Man, I got into that because it teaches you how they overcame stuff, and it taught me how to get out of my slump because I was in a slump too. I mean, you talking, man, hood. I grew up in the hood. I came from Chicago and moved from the Chicago ghetto to a growing ghetto. Now, this wasn't even it wasn't ghetto when we got there, but it grew to ghetto during the process. So I didn't have no outlet. That was it for me. You know what I'm saying? That was it. So the reality world, you know, because to me, that was a real reality because it was really going on. You got people shooting each other. You got people stabbing each other, doing stupid stuff. That was a real reality. But in the book reality, it taught me this isn't the only reality. This is just a reality that you're settling for. You got to go find another reality. So I moved it away, and I moved into something totally different. I changed my frame of mind, changed my process of thinking, and went from a negative thought process to more of a, dude, I know there's a way. I used to always say, there's not a way. And then I switched it to, there's got to be a way. And ever since then, that manifestation has kept things moving forward. And dude, I'm serious. You sit here and you say, well, I'm a people person. You are a people person because when we moved in your direction, I could have went away. But that the way you caught me at that window, the way you spoke, it told a totally different tale of what type of person you was, and you grabbed us. And dude, we've been doing business with you guys for ever since. And you guys have never failed us. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, we pay. You know what I'm saying?
And very easy, zero issues.
Yes, tell the people.
Even though it took like 10,000 years to get that part in. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna expand off what you just said. Though, the moving. I come from a little country town. TMI, but I was conceived, born, raised, bought a house, got out of the house, lived in a trailer behind my house, all within like a 1.3 mile radius for 34 years of my life. Yeah. I was scared to death to move up here, and because of good people like my cousin, my son's mother, those two motivational people, I came up, I did it, I expected the worst, greatest thing I ever did. But the only thing that gets me is when I want to go to the grocery store, do I turn a left to go to Hy-Vee, literally 200 yards, or do I turn right and go 400 yards Price Chopper? That's my decision every day. Yeah. But I love it. It's, yes.
And you got one now.
Yes. Huh? I legitimately, with the move, I just kept getting more nervous. And I'm like, what's really going to happen? What's good? What bad could really happen? This would be great. I'm going to meet a lot of new people, which is something great that I do love about my job is I've met several people like yourself, just customers that are cool, that right. Like you talk about, I talk to people at work, my customers, like I do my best friends, minus maybe a few swear words, right. Side jokes that you can't make to a random stranger. But yeah, I love it. I found going back, this sounds like I'm gloating on myself, but like with my career, the one thing I like about it is I love cars, vehicles, all of that. I just never wanted to be a mechanic. That looks boring. Right. And I got this, fell in love with it, and positive thinking has got me where I'm sitting right now. This is very exciting. Yeah. Very, very exciting.
Well, man, you follow you've been following the page now for some time.
I'm number one, not customer. Viewer.
Yeah,
person, badged.
Yeah.
I seen that this morning, and I'm like, well, look at that.
That's what I'm saying,
man. Look at that.
I appreciate it, dude, because like I say, I just want to get the message out to people that, dude, there's always more than one way to think about things. And if you're always going to think about it on the dark side, you're only going to get the dark side. But you got a light side, and let me come holler at me. come listen to what I got to say. It's a choice. I don't make anyone, I don't bend anyone's arm, but I do make it public Monday through Friday on Facebook, and I cross it over to my Instagram page, which is actually my company's Instagram page, and I'll cross it over to LinkedIn. I do get a lot of hits off of LinkedIn. I'm still trying to get a lot more people to follow it on Facebook because it's just easier for me to put the full content, because on those other platforms I have to shorten it a lot of times just to make it all fit, because it won't fit.
Really?
Yeah. They only allow a certain amount of characters, so a lot of people might think they're getting the full version of the actual blog, but they're not. It's just a partial. And I have in the past had to shrink my original versions, because the first original versions of the cups were longer, but I kind of shortened it a little bit to make it easier for me to compress it for the other platforms. But man, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you following First Cup KC on Facebook.
No problem. I put it out there everywhere I can.
Yeah, it means a lot.
I don't have a lot of social media, but I put it, especially when I found your TikTok the other day. You guys have TikTok, go get on TikTok and find them. Those are the ones you can sit there and just watch and not really have to read. And then I share those every time I get a good one. I share it out. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody on the list.
Yeah, those are kind of more meant to shock people, because those are on the spot. I'll be feeling it, and I'll say, man, I got to get this message off. I might even record that thing like 10 or 15 times before I get the actual right one. But like I say, Kyle, I am just here to help people. That's it.
That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is I went from nothing to something, and I feel just like you. I'm here I will help a complete stranger broke down on the side of the road. The whole 9 yards. I love people. People are a great thing. I hate the way the world's looking nowadays, with everybody hating each other and bashing each other and all the negative, Yeah,
we got to go to a different place, man. We definitely do. Before we go, the viewers, we always got to give them some sort of inspiration thing to walk away with. So today is your day, Kyle. What would you tell the audience? What would you tell the viewers out there? What message would you want to leave with them, and how do they get in contact with you?
Positive message for the day. Love yourself, love everybody, keep it high vibing, and if they're not high vibing, just tell them goodbye then.
That's what's up.
The other thing I got, which actually we still need to talk about, that one I said, oh man, I got so much about this. Here's daily thing to do. I want everybody to do this just once, male, female, whatever you want to do. Walk somewhere, walk into a Quick Trip, walk into a gas station, look at the attendant and just look at her and just be like, hello, beautiful. How are you today? Give 3 random strangers a compliment and look at the eyes light up in their face. And then when they say, have a good day, or, have a blessed day, whatever they say, one thing that's always worked for me that you can tell will impact someone's day is to come back and just say, hey, you have a better one.
Yeah.
And it works every time.
That's what's up.
Every time. Always give back. Never be afraid to give someone a compliment, because you never know who needs it.
Yeah. Trust me, I believe that. Then I put a cup up a couple of days ago about the compliments.
I know.
Yeah.
I had that in my mind today on the drive up here. I was like, I'm going to somehow slip that in, because I fully believe in that. And I've seen through the power of a little girl, the ex's daughter, she started doing that. And she would be like, Kyle, man, look at this. Like, what you said is real. I'm like, well, I wouldn't lie to you, little girl. Why would I lie to you?
It's crazy, dude. I saved somebody's life one day. Didn't even know it. 2.5 years later, I'm in a grocery store. Guy walks up to me. He had a little boy with him. He walks up to me, and he's like, hey, man, how's it going? It's good to see you, man. And I'm like looking at this dude like, I don't know who he is or what he is, but he knows me. And then he says, I see you don't have that monkey hat on. And I instantly knew, because I work for a company, working bucket truck, and I was on a bridge one day, working on a light, and it was cold out, and this guy was walking over the bridge, and he was just looked like he was out of place. And like I say, it was cold out, but the sky was open, the sun was shining, and I was trying to take my mind off of this bridge incline that I was booming over into the water to fix this light pole on this bridge. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm trying to psych myself out of it. So I'll see this guy, and I'm like, hey, man, what a beautiful day. Ain't it? And he looked at me and looked back at the water and looked back at me and said, yeah, it is. And I was like, out of all the places we could be right now, we get to see this. And I told him, have a good day. And I didn't know this dude was coming to jump off this bridge. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that. Well, he told me that, and, you know, it kind of like let me know just those little things that you say to people. You just never know. You can say something bad to somebody, and you can really break them down. Or you can say something good to somebody, and you can really build them up. So which is better? You know, and that's all we're doing here. We're trying to make a better place, a better mindset for people. So, man, thank you for showing up. Thanks
Not a
for
problem.
coming.
Thanks for having me. If anybody ever needs anybody to talk to, find me on Facebook, Kyle Liebl, KYLELIEBL. I am not afraid to talk to anybody. I'm not scared. I will tell you how it is. I don't sugarcoat anything, but I will put it in the most randomly different light than you could ever think about. I'm very, very blessed to have that ability and talent to do that. So don't be shy. Hit me up.
Thank you, guys.
Not a problem, buddy.
Thanks again for showing up to watch us talk positive, baby. Talk positive.
Come back for more.
See you guys next episode. Again, I would like to thank Eastside and the No Solutions production for another episode. Until then, stay positive, people.
Right on.